If we specifically talk about what are the phases, we have 5 phases of the project development. First is initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and then closing. Each stage is very important in a project's life cycle and needs to be planned well so that the project can be delivered successfully. It is said that a strong start can significantly increase the chances of achieving success. In initiation, basically the project charter, scope, high-level risk, stakeholders, these details are documented. So you collect all these basic information which is very much needed to get started with the project initiation. You need to know who are the major stakeholders who can negatively or positively impact the project. During initiation, you get many of the answers to the questions which gives a clarity of the project. Few of the questions that you understand during the initiation are why this project is it feasible, who are possible partners in this project, what should be the result, what are the boundaries of this project, what is a high-level budget. So all these details are very much important to get started with a project so that during execution you don't face any challenges. During planning phase, we also have a resource planning section. In resource planning, we indicate who will do what work at what time, and if any specific skills are needed to accomplish the project task, it is also being planned here. We have budget planning specifying the budgeted cost to be incurred at the completion of the project, procurement planning focusing on vendors outside your company and subordinates. We also have a risk management plan here. Risk management planning for possible risk and considering optional contingency plans and mitigation strategies. Quality planning is also done during planning phase. Assessing quality criteria to be used for the project communication planning, designing the communication strategy with all the stakeholders. Planning needs to be well defined and needs to be documented well before we go to execution stage. Before completing the planning stage, you cannot expect that the project can be delivered well. The third phase in project lifecycle is execution. Project execution is the stage of the project where everything your team has planned is put into action. The execution phase is the third phase of the project management lifecycle and it's usually the longest phase of the project. During the execution phase, the project team develops the product or service and present the final product to the customer. Next, we have monitoring and controlling phase. The executing, monitoring and controlling phase of the project management lifecycle consists of completing and managing the work required to meet the project objectives. This phase also ensures that the project performance is monitored and adjustments to the project schedule are made as needed. To monitor a project with control, a project manager compares actual performance with planned performance, identifies corrective actions needed, records and documents accurate and timely information on project outputs, delivers forecasts that update current cost and project schedule. Although the data gathered from monitoring often serve many objectives. Auditing, keeping management informed, learning from mistakes, these are all secondary compared to the purpose of the control. Monitoring and controlling is a very important phase in project lifecycle. You need to analyze whether we are missing out anything. If we have something that needs to be worked out immediately and can be emerged as a risk, needs some special attention to be worked out on immediate basis. The last step of a project is called project closure. Project manager uses this term to indicate that the customer, stakeholders, or client has approved project deliverables for use. There must be a plan in place for continuing maintenance of the project or product. That will be further managed into operations. So these 5 phases are very important in project lifecycle. Each and every phase is having its own importance and needs to be dealt very carefully.